Good afternoon, everybody. It's once again Ted the Speed Learner, and I wanted to let you know today that I am in Pontiac, Illinois, and this is the Route 66 Museum, and I wanted to show you this. And I wanted to show you this. I wanted to show you all this. Now I gotta be careful here. Alright. Oh, shoot. Okay, that's why you have to be careful around here, because if you're looking into the camera, you don't see the actual, well, I'll show it to you. See that little corner step right there? I wasn't looking very well and I hit it. But anyway, let's go down here. Now, as you guys well know, I came here a few years ago and videotaped looking for Lincoln signs. And I think if you'll remember that particular video, that I videotaped this and I showed you this, and I'm going to actually read this to you in just a second. There is a Route 66 sign here. Okay? And then they have added, since I was here the last time, this right here. This is an experience hub here in Pontiac. Okay? Here's the one side. Here's the other. And I'm going to read both of these panels to you in just a second. And then after that, I'm going to show you some murals here on Route 66 here in Pontiac, Illinois. Alright, and I want to thank very much Betty Grace Photography for helping me find all this stuff. Because if it hadn't been for her, I wouldn't have found half of it. Alright, I'm going to read this to you in just a second, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. Good afternoon, folks. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner. I'm going to go ahead and show you these murals. I know if you go by the official website, you may have some difficulties squaring away where these murals are, but don't worry, I'm going to show you these, and here's the first one. Now, we are at the Route 66 Pontiac Museum, as I said before. You can take a look at the bus here. This is a school bus, and there's some history behind that, and if you want to talk to Betty Grace Photography and ask her about the bus, she'll be more than happy to tell you. She might even leave some comments down below to tell you about the bus. I hope she does. She will also happily tell you about the Wishing Well Motel. This is from old Route 66. And she'll tell you all about that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and show you this here. I'm not going to read it to you, but I'll go ahead and show it to you. And in just a second, I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of this, and then I'm going to go ahead and post that on my Instagram page, and you can go ahead and take a look at that. Alright. I'm going to pause this for just a second, and then I'm going to tell you more in just a second, so stay tuned. As you can see here, we're still at the Route 66 Pontiac, Illinois Museum. And we'll walk back over here. Got the little truck again. And I'm going to read this to you in just a second so you know what it says. And I'll tell you about this in just a second, so stay tuned. As you can see, once again, we're approaching this experience hub. And we're still at the Route 66 Museum. Behind the museum is a alley, and this is the Palace of Sweets mural. You can see this particular mural right here. And this is Daniel's Oil Company. Hang on. You can actually see a Lipton sign right up there. This is Daniel's Oil Company. And this is Roselle's Soda Fountain. And I think that's just about it for those. And this is one of the most famous of them all. Everybody takes pictures of this one. And this is actually on the Route 66 Museum wall. Alright, and I'll show you more in just a minute, so stay tuned. Once again, you see the Palace of Sweets mural. And now we're going to show you this mural over here. And if you guys remember from my last Looking for Lincoln video in Pontiac, you can see that. Right now we're on the corner of Main and Madison Street. And we could... Oh yes, I almost forgot about this one. I may have to step over the other side to get this one, so hang on just a second here. I'm going to go ahead and be very careful. Hold on, folks. I had to walk across the street just to do this. Look at that mural. Okay. And then I'm going to walk over here. You can see this one right here. And then we're going to continue walking down here. Isn't that cute? Okay. Now, if you'll take a look at the sidewalk down here, you'll see these little footprints, and they are supposed to lead you from one mural to the next. And we're going to see just how good these footprints really are. Oh, check this out. I may have to cross the street for this one. Hold on. Hold on, people. Check that one out. And we are literally right across the street from the Pontiac Courthouse. So if you go to the Pontiac Courthouse, you'll see this one here. Okay. Now, hopefully you guys remember from my previous video this Looking for Lincoln sign. I read this to you a long time ago. I'm sure you remember that. Now we're going to show you this Lincoln statue. Check that out. Let's see where these footprints actually lead us. Oh yes. Okay. Now I'm going to have to walk across the street again. Do watch your step. Take a look at that mural. And this is painted on the wall of DeLong's Casual Dining and Spirits, as you can plainly see right there. Look at the little car. Now I'm going to pause this for just a second, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. We're about to leave DeLong's Casual Dining, and I wanted to show you this right over here. Look at that. I'll show you this all the way around here. You can see this for yourself if you come over here, and I will show you more in just a second, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. I'm approaching the corner of Mill and Madison Street, and you can see this. It says Museum of the Gilding Arts. And I will show you more in just a second, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. We're on the corner of Madison and Plum Streets, and if you'll come right down here, we'll have to do this quickly because, as you can see, it's trying to rain on me. There's another mural for you. Alright, I'll tell you more in just a second, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. I know this is hard to see, but we are on the corner of Mill and Madison Streets right over here. And I wanted you to check out this little mural. You could probably walk right past it if you didn't know what you were looking for. Alrighty. Now we're going to take a brief walk down here. Hopefully the rain won't get us too much, because I want to show you one more thing. I'm trying to keep the rain off my camera. If I could do this just right, I could do this without a ton of rain. Let's see. Check that out. Okay. Alright, I'll tell you more in just a second, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. We're experiencing what is called a passing shower, and I hope it passes in a couple of moments because I've got to continue videotaping, but take a look at this car. Alrighty, I will show you more in just a second, so stay tuned. As you can see, the shower is actually passing, but as you can also see, it's still raining just a little bit. But take a look at this nice little red car right here as we wait for the rain to kind of die down a little bit more. Alright, I will tell you more in just a second, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. Alrighty, this is the Weekly Sentinel right over here, and we are on the corner of Main Street, and I'm not really sure what the other one is, but you're just like one block from the Pontiac Museum. As you can see, there's the Pontiac Museum there. I will tell you more in just a second, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. We are on the corner of Mill Street and Howard Street. This is the Pontiac, you'll hang on there, Pontiac Safety Complex. And I'm going to walk over here. This is what they call the general store. Okay. And right over here is the fire department mural. I'll tell you more in just a second, so stay tuned. Alright, now you say, well, where can I find this particular mural? Well, I'll show you where you can find this particular mural. Stand by. Because it's not just one mural you're going to be looking for, but it's going to be two of them on the same building. The name of this building is Radio Lanes. Not sure if you can see that or not, right up there. And you're going to find all of this on Howard and Plum Street. But here's the thing. That's not all of it. You can see there's an old theater right over here. And a dance center. You see this thing that says David J. Babb, Attorney at Law? See that? Okay. Believe it or not, I'm going to go this way. I'll have to hang on just a second. I'm not sure if there's a mural over here or not. Yes, there is. Stand back a bit. Benson's, pleasing you pleases us. Now all I have to do is just get across the street and I'll show you this Humiston Heritage, A History of Giving mural. So give me just a second. Stay tuned. Alright, I finally made it across the street. As you can see, this is the Humiston Heritage, A History of Giving mural right here. And I will show you more in just a second, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. This particular mural is actually inside the Route 66 Museum. And I'm going to go ahead and show you this. We are right across the street from County Market. As you can see right over there, there is a Looking for Lincoln sign. And yes, I videotaped that a long time ago. But I want you to check this out. Right across the street from the County Market is this mural. Now, there is a Rodeo mural that is no longer on the building that it was stuck to, and that's because the building that it was stuck to collapsed the other day. As you can see this mural right here. Now we have located all the murals in Pontiac, and if I've missed one, let me know and I'll come back and I'll videotape it. But in the meantime, we're now going to videotape the rest of the Route 66 signs that I promised. Oh yeah, we're going to videotape a couple of murals at the Vermilion River, one of which I videotaped the last time I was here. But for the moment, we're going to videotape signs. I did want to show you this. There's a cute looking car. Alrighty. It is a little chilly out here. It's not too terribly bad. The rain has stopped, so let's get some signs videotaped. I'll tell you more in just a second, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. Good afternoon, folks. I am on the corner of Prairie and Ladd Streets, and look what I have found. Another Looking for Lincoln sign. I'm going to read this to you in just a moment, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. I am at Elliott's Corner Junction in Pontiac, Illinois, and I'm now going to show you the next Route 66 sign here in Pontiac. You say, well, where is it? Where is it indeed? I think you can see it from here. I'm going to walk you to it. And here it is. I'm going to read this to you in just a second, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. I wanted to show you this. You will not see this on Street View of Google Maps. Take a look. We are on Division Street here in Pontiac, Illinois. And this used to be a part of Route 66. As you can see here, we're actually on a bridge, believe it or not. You say, well, where does the water go? Well, I'll show you that in just a second, but I'm going to go ahead and show you some more of this, so you guys can actually see it for yourself. Isn't that great? And I want to thank Betty Grace Photography for helping me out with this. I'm now going to walk across the street. I'm going to show you the rest of this. Check that out. Beautiful, isn't it? Okay. Well, let's go over here. Now this is what you're not going to see on Google Street View. We have, I can't tell whether that's Hensley's or Lindsley's, that's the automotive used car area. What you're going to see is this, okay, and you're going to see this. I'm going to go ahead and get up real close to this. I'm going to go ahead and read this to you. It says, Historic Division Street Bridge. The original bridge was built in 1926 as part of Route 4. On November 11, 1926, the alignment of Route 4 through Pontiac became U.S. Route 66. In early days, the highways were marked with paint using a stencil on utility poles and on bridge end posts. Somehow, this 1926 stencilized image survived. This is very rare. In 2005, Livingston County rebuilt the bridge. They preserved and reattached the original end posts and duplicated the railing style. Saving and reusing the end posts of a bridge had never been done before. In 2007, the stencilized image was restored to its original 1926 appearance. Okay. Now then, why are we here? Well, this is the reason why. And yes, I'm going to show, this looks like it says historic, and you can see right here this little walkway. See that walkway right there? Okay, it actually goes all the way out that direction. This is Historic 66. Okay? And I'm going to read you this sign in just a second, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this. And you can see this when you come over here. This is what I'm wanting you to do. I want you to come over here and take a look at this. Look at that. Alright, I'll show you more in just a second, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. We are at the old log cabin here in Pontiac, Illinois. I'm going to go ahead and show you all this because it's going to be very tough for you to see it on Street View on Google Maps. You can pause the video to see all this. Okay, now what are you looking for? Well, this is what you're looking for. Another Route 66 Wayside marker. We have only one more to go. And I'll show you that one in a little bit. But right now I'm going to go ahead and read this one to you. And I will tell you more in just a minute. So I want you to stay tuned. But I just want to show you one more thing. Look at that. Okay, like I said, I'm going to read this to you in just a second, so stay tuned. Good evening, everybody. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner, and this is the last Route 66 stop I'm going to make tonight in Pontiac, Illinois. We are on old historic Route 66. If you go to McDonald's in Pontiac, Illinois, and follow the road south, it'll say South Old 66 and South Interstate 55 and all this other stuff. This is where it'll take you. This used to be the old police headquarters. Okay? And I want you to take a look at this. This is a silhouette of a motorcyclist. You like him? Well, good. Because not only did I find this Route 66 sign, but thanks to Betty Grace, who visited with me today, I had no idea, and you won't either if you look at the Google Maps. Our Street View just doesn't tell you this, but if you'll come right on over here, you will find yet another Route 66 sign. I'm going to read both of these to you in just a moment, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. I just wanted to show you this one more time. Like I said, you'll see this as well. And that's all I got for today. I will tell you more in a future video, so I'd like for you to stay tuned.